Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Retro Amateur, and today I'm rather excited. In case you have seen my previous videos, you'll know that I salvage old computers and their parts. The idea is to earn parts for next to nothing and also open these computers on video. Opening up computers sounds mundane, and it would have been if I actually knew what I would find inside them. However, this is not the case. For example, in one such computer I found this, a Voodoo 3. A car that over the past few years has become quite sought after and expensive. So there is the excitement of discovery. Let's get down to it. Just a warning, the video is not scripted beyond this point, so my apologies for any mistakes. So here are the three computers I will be cracking open. I will start from the worst to the best, and I will explain why is that as I will be opening them. So this is what you could expect your computer to look like in the late 80s to mid 90s. Of course, it wasn't they weren't the only computers you could have. There were tabletop types as well. Bigger units usually meant a server, and they were quite expensive. I mean, these were quite expensive in their time. There were no personal computer back then that was economical or cheap. You would have to go with a home computer or something like that, like an Atari ST. So let's start with the least interesting system, and I will explain to you why that is the least interesting system. For starters, I wonder what processor does this thing have. Quite some time ago I did a video about a massive salvage haul I had with lots of motherboards and graphics cards, and among the stuff I salvaged was this computer. Now, this computer is the least interesting one because for starters I know what processor there is inside of this, and the bigger problem is that it doesn't have a graphics card. So let's open it up and see what we will find inside it. So I've set it down, and let's take the sole bolt out and open it up. When I salvage computers, the first thing I do is I just take the bolts off, and I have them sitting without the bolts. This I had only one left, so let's take a look inside and see what we can find. It cracks open. Oh my god. Alright. So what do we have here? Let me show you. All RAM sticks are in position. As you can see, the PSU has the old style plugs. These were the ones that used to plug on these old motherboards. So, what do we have here? This thing is a bit more interesting than I anticipated. Let me remove all these tape wires off the way. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is the 386 SX from 1989. Really now? Huh. I don't know what this is for. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments below. There is an expansion card, another expansion, whatever. So this is it basically. I don't know how much RAM there is in this. Let's remove one of the sticks. Oh, I did it. So what we have here is a tiny stick of RAM, and unfortunately it doesn't say the capacity. I will have to type it in to find out, basically. So basically this is it for this computer. Old, only VL slots, no AGP or PCI. This is very old. Let's put the RAM stick back in and let's see what we can find next. Moving on to the second artifact, this computer. Now this is a slightly better case because it does have a graphics card in it, and it probably even has a hard drive. In case you didn't catch that in the previous computer, it didn't even have a hard drive in it. So let's see what we will find inside this. So just a bit of backstory. I found this on I was called to salvage a bunch of CRT monitors, and among all the things there were 3 computers. I convinced the guy who called me for the monitors to let me take the computers as well, as they were very old. I think this computer, along with the other 2, came in, it was from either an accounting office or some sort of investment office or something. I don't actually know details, but that's one reason I don't expect to find many interesting things inside of this. The disk drive shows that it's a bit later model. Still has the turbo buttons, which still means that it's fairly old. Let's crack it open and see what we can find inside it. Let's crack it open. See how easy it is if you haven't forgotten any bolts. Nice one. So, as per usual, this thing is cluttered to all hell. Let's tip this over and see what we can find. So, let's see what we have here. I can't see well, but this is a Pentium, the first generation. Not Pentium 2, not Pentium 3, Pentium 1. Another one. I found another one before. And this is the second one I find. And now I can't see speeds. I can't read the engravings there. But little does it matter. This one has a cooler. It was then that coolers were needed for CPUs. Now let's remove the graphics card. See what kind of graphics card it has on it. Oh, hey, it's a PCI card, guys. Another sign that this is a late model. It has PCI slots. Single bolt removed. And let's take out this bad boy and see what it is. I'm not expecting much, but oh wow! This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Cirrus Logic card. My first salvage computer. You can go find this video. My first ever salvage computer, or something like that, I named it, had a Cirrus Logic as well. That one was for a VL port, not a PCI port. My goodness, look at this. This is very clean. This is the card inside this computer. So, a Pentium processor, a Cirrus Logic card, which I assume was the go-to cards for business computers back then. There is a bunch of other expansion cards or something. A sound card. Wait, there is a sound card in here. Give me a minute. Audio drive. I have no idea what this. Damn it. I have no idea what this is, ladies and gentlemen. doesn't say ESS audio drive. It's probably a basic sound card, nothing too special. Well, anyway, I think. Oh, let's see about the RAM. How much RAM does it have? It has 4 sticks. All 4 of them are the 2 different ones, which is not something recommended for a computer. Sorry about the cat. Not the cat, not the kitten, the cat in the video. Anyway, the camera the camera ran out of space, and I had to empty it. So here's the memory I managed to remove. I'm sorry. I have absolutely no idea the capacity of this thing either, but it says 16 EDO. If I find what the capacity of these are, I will let you know in the description below. Anyway, let's remove the other stick. There's 2 types of sticks in here. This is not the only one. Oh my god. So as you know, the thing is with these computers, things were kinda cramped, and removing anything was a bit of a, especially the RAM sticks, was kind of a, I can't guys, I can't remove the RAM. This is too difficult. I will have to forfeit the RAM of this system for a later date. For me personally, I will keep this out. I'm not going to attempt to put it back in, and I'll move to the next computer. So this is the last, and dare I say, the most interesting of these 3 systems I showed you, and the reason is because this used to be the workstation of an architect, and I'm hoping and looking forward to some neat parts. It has it has the works. If you see behind, it has a graphics card, has sound card, it has plenty of expansion slots. This used to be a professional computer, probably an 80s machine, though I'm not certain. So many stickers from the original owner. By the way, the architect who gave me this computer gave me 3 more, so I have plenty of material to open, and I assume that these other 3 computers were used as workstations as well. Let's open it up and see what we can find. Let's see. Whoop. Yeah. There's plenty of dust in here, of course. This thing hasn't been opened in ages. My goodness. Now, as I was saying, this thing is quite old. There's only VL ports on this thing. No PCI. My goodness, the card, guys. What is this? Take a look. This is the graphics card. And this is the sound card. This thing is giant, as all things were back then. I don't know what processor it has on it. Chances are it's a 486 or something. Let me remove this tape wire out of the way. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, I'm very curious about the processor, so I'll cut to the point where I managed to remove the cooler off the processor. So I kinda goofed because I will have to remove quite a few cards from this thing before I'm able to properly access the processor. Anyway, let's see what we can find. Let's remove the sound card first. Couple of bolts here. Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Come on. Wow. Creative, guys. This is Creative Labs. What it is exactly? It says, can you see it? All I can see is Creative Technology CT1336893. So it's, at least this card is not that old. It's from 1993 and CT1600. Okay, I'll just do a brief search and I will post what this card is in the description of the video. Let's move to the next piece, shall we? The most interesting one, the graphics. This giant graphics card. Come on. Come on then. Bolt removed. And let's see what we have here. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's long. So what do we have here? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That's another Cirrus Logic. Do you see then? I can't believe this. It's another Cirrus Logic card. Right. Right. You know what I've decided? To look up on this card, see what I can find. Let's go to the processor now. After we remove another card. Here's the expansion card. As you can see, it's pretty long. Pretty long and thin. Now, let's get to the part I removed the processor, okay? Alright, you guys, I removed the cooler. See all this, this is, oh my god, this, do you know what this is? This is, sorry. This is thermal paste. And would you know that? This is a 486, guys. Hey, 486, I never had a 486. Now I do. And I have a 386 as well, and probably that slot I told you I didn't know what was about, it was probably for a coprocessor of sorts. Anyway, this has been the salvage of the day, not of the day, of this video, I'm sorry. This was a pleasure to do actually, even though I was fairly underwhelmed with my findings. I hope this was better. Anyway, let's conclude the video, shall we?